Hello guys, I'm finally back, and I know I was gone for so long, but I do have my reasons. And one of the reasons why, it's because of my glasses, my contacts, and my eye situation, that I found out that my glasses, well, my eyes were not as good as I thought they were, and so that made me really upset, and I was not ready to be on the camera. So if you wanna really know why, and then just keep watching. Alright, so I do want to give you a background story so you can understand why it made me not have the courage to put myself in front of a camera, not even for a selfie. I'm trying to make it as fast and short as possible, but it's quite a long story. So anyway, I was 5 years old when I started to wear glasses. They found out because I kept standing up from my seat to go read the board, and at first my teacher thought that I was misbehaving and I just refused to be sitting on my chair. And then they came to the conclusion that it's because I couldn't read whatever was on the board. So they took me to the eye doctor. They did my exam, and my doctor was like, holy shit, this girl's blind, like she's just, her eyes are not that great. So my prescription was 12 on this eye and 6 on this, 11 on this eye, 11 on this eye, and then 6 on this eye. So my right eye was obviously the worst than the left, right? So what's it called? They kept doing exams on me and things like that to know what they needed to do, right? So they found out that my brain was about to disconnect my right eye because it was just so like lazy, like so blind. So like my brain was like trying to make him see, but my eye refused, kind of like thing. So my brain was like just kind of like giving up on my eye, kind of like why would I bother? So they gave me pills. I was 5 years old again. I was 5 years old, and I remember taking this yellow, huge pills. Like, it was like gel pills that I had to swallow. I don't remember if it was a couple times a day or just once a day, but I remember these big pills along with like a smaller one that I had to swallow every single day. My mom made me eat, carrots and fish, and she made me do some exercises, like covering my left eye, reading with the right one. The doctor said I couldn't watch TV or read or anything like laying down. I had to be sitting straight, and so things like that I had to do, and it did make my eye get better. Also, when they gave me my first pair of glasses, I remember it had on the side like the alien from the Looney Tunes, that I don't remember the name. I can't remember the name. But it did have the face of that little alien from the Looney Tunes, and I loved my glasses. I loved them so much. But I remember, well, my mom tells me this story that when they put the glasses on me for the first time, and they started to ask me questions, like, can you see? How do you feel? Are they comfortable? Do they hurt? Are they heavy? Things like that. I remember I was just quiet, and I looked at my mom, and she says that I was just staring in her face, and I said, Mom, you're really pretty. And my mom started to cry. And it was like I didn't know what my mom looked like, and I'm pretty sure I didn't know what my dad and my brother looked like. And they were just like in shock, like she was fucking blind. And so, I was so young that they never really cared to explain to me what was going on with my eyes. I didn't even know that my brain was about to disconnect my eye, whatever. I was going to lose my eye. So basically I was going to be blind on one eye. So they didn't tell me that. I didn't know that till later when I grew up. But I guess they didn't go so far into detail about what my glasses were going through, what I needed to do, and how important it was for me to take care of my eyes. But yeah, I had no idea how bad they were, like that. So I just also remember being bullied so much at school. Like, kids were picking on me all the time. I remember on the first grade of like elementary school, there was this one guy that would always pick on me and tell me stuff and make me cry, and I would tell my teacher, I would tell my parents, and my parents, you know, they would just tell me, ignore him, don't listen to him, tell him to leave you alone. And my teacher was just like, yeah, well, yeah, he's gonna stop, he's not gonna do it again, you know. She would never help me. I would tell, I told the principal too, and they didn't do anything about it. So, I remember it got so bad that I kept telling my parents, you know, he keeps bullying me, you know, he keeps bothering me, he keeps making fun of me, I didn't know what bullying was, but like, you know, I was just telling them, you know, like, he's just being mean to me all the time. And my dad got so tired, and he's like, kick him in the balls next time. And I'm not gonna do that, Dad, like, you know, I'm not gonna hurt somebody. And he's like, kick him in the balls next time. And I didn't listen. You know, a couple months went by, and my dad kept telling me, kick him in the balls, and if you get in trouble, if they send you to the office and they call me, whatever, I'll do whatever I have to do, and I'll explain to them that I told you to do that. So I remember, you know, he kept bothering me and bothering me for the next months, like, I don't even know how long more, but like, he kept doing it until I exploded, and I kicked him in the balls, and I told him, you're fat and you're ugly, because this guy was like super oversized, like overweight, I mean oversized. He was super overweight, and I always felt bad for him because I know he wasn't happy with that. He was probably like 5, 6 years old, and you know, he was that big. He was the biggest kid I'd ever seen, but what's it called? Yeah, I just felt bad, and I'm pretty sure that's why he would bully me, you know, because he was so insecure with himself too. But anyway, I kicked him in the balls, and I told him, you're fat and you're ugly. And he stopped. Never again he bothered me, you know, or he talked to me, like, ever. Never again. And I remember, I think the next year or something, I was in PE class, and somebody was drinking a yogurt, and then they called me, hey, Fur, come over here. And I thought they wanted to play with me and be my friends or whatever, but no. All they wanted to do was to spit on my face. They had the yogurt in their mouth, and they spit it on my face, so the yogurt went on my hair, my glasses, my clothes, it was everywhere. And I remember my mom would teach at that school too, and I just ran up to her classroom. She was on the second floor teaching, and I didn't even tell my teacher, I didn't tell anybody. I just took off and I went into my mom's classroom. And I remember her students were laughing at me, and I told my mom, she was asking me what happened, and I was like, well, they called me over, they spit this on my face, and you know, my glasses were all covered in yogurt. I couldn't even see where I was going. And that day was like really embarrassing, and it was really like heartbreaking. I was just so sad and so mad about it. And I still remember who did it. And I have him on Facebook. So it's pretty intense sometimes when I see stuff on his timeline or on my timeline, whatever. Till this day it bothers me. And I was like 5 or 6 years old at the time. So it's something that really stuck on my head, you know. Till this day I still remember and have dreams about it, and it's just so messed up because that situation didn't happen once, it happened 2 more times. With, you know, they also spit saliva, like straight up saliva on my face once, and then another on my head. So they was just, you know, really picking on me, and it really just thinking about it makes me want to cry, honestly. But it's not funny, you know, to go through things like that. It's not easy, and it really messes you up. It messes with your head, and it's no way that you can get out of it. You can't move on, and you can't just go on with your day. It just really messed up how that works. But till this day, you know, I haven't been able to move on from that, and I still feel so embarrassed now to wear glasses. And I remember I was so sick of being the ugly girl with the glasses and the braces. I was so sick of being made fun of, and I was so sick to, you know, being bullied and, you know, like that. So I moved to the US. I begged my parents to let me move with my cousins and my aunt, and then my older brother came along too. so people never ever like bullied me again about it. But you know, I still have that in my head, and I'm still super like insecure when I have to wear glasses. So I remember this day we were hanging out with my husband's friends, and they were talking about how the dude got surgery and how he was so blind, and then the girlfriend was like, yeah, I was super blind too, but my prescription is just 3. Jason's prescription was 4 and he got surgery. And I was like, what the heck? I was like, that's not bad at all. And they were like, yeah, it's super bad, that's why he got the surgery. I'm like, dude, my prescription's it's freaking 14, because it got worse and worse and worse. So I was already at 14 on this eye and 11 on this eye. I was like, that's not bad at all. And they told me, you need to go get your eyes checked, maybe they give you the wrong prescription. And I'm like, this has been my prescription forever, for the longest time, and it just keeps getting worse. And they told me to try to get surgery, and I told them I've tried, and they tell me that there's nothing they can do. They can do surgery, but it's still gonna I'm still gonna have to wear glasses and contacts. And so I was so upset about that, and I went to get my eyes checked again. I did listen to this girl. She really opened up my eyes. She really made me realize that eyes are not something that you can just, you know, take for granted. And so I went to the doctor super soon after, and she did an exam on me, and she explained everything that was going on with my eyes. And I told her I didn't know. No one ever took the time to tell me, because I've been dealing with this since I'm young, and I guess nobody cares to explain to a little girl. And it's understandable. I wouldn't have understand anything. But now, you know, I'm older. I've had more exams done, and they never took the time to explain to me that my eyes were that bad. And I know there's people that have it worse than I do. The things like, no one ever told me that my eyes were that bad. I thought I was, you know, just the average blind girl with glasses. I wasn't, you know, I was really blind. And you know, I started to get more worried about it, and I stopped wearing my contacts because I knew they were hurting my eyes. And so I didn't want to put my face on YouTube. So that's my story and why I was gone for so long. I was just so embarrassed to show my face again like that with glasses. I was afraid that people would make fun of me again, and I couldn't even do my makeup, so that really made me a little bit embarrassed too. And the scar and on my nose and everything. So that's the biggest reason why I was gone from YouTube. But I'm back, and I hope this gets better. Also, if you like my shirt, you can totally go ahead and message me on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. That's going to be linked down below. You can message me, and we'll figure out a way so I can ship you one. I'm only selling them for $16. I don't have a lot left, so if you want one, please message me and I can totally give you one of these shirts. And I hope you have a great day, guys. I'll see you soon. As I said, my social media is linked down below. Bye!